Assalamu alaikum. I am Hiba Ziyad, an English teacher at Chatiyya Secondary School. Today I'm going to explain reading comprehension and vocabulary from Unit 11 for 10th graders, English for Palestine. The title of the unit is Strange Events. Strange means something mysterious, something unknown. You can guess that the whole unit will be about a thing which is mysterious and unknown and maybe terrifying. Just look at this picture. It seems like a monster. Open your book, page 60, and let's start doing the first activity. Listen and repeat. You're going to listen and repeat after me. Among, appear, by far, describe, edge, fake, frightening, hum, increase, monster, mysterious, object, still, Loch Ness, the Loch Ness monster. Word formation: deep, depth, film, fell, fish, fisher, plus man, fisherman, warning, burn. Now let's discuss the vocabulary, English meaning and Arabic meaning, in order to understand the text. So we have some important highlighted words you need to learn in order to understand the text. Among, in the middle of, وسط, appear, seem, by far, till now, describe, to say what something is like, fake means not real, edge, ledge, object, it's a thing, hum, a raised part on the back of animal or back of a human, frightening, scary, increased, rise, monster, mysterious, something strange, still, fixed, cannot move, Loch Ness, it's a name of a lake. We can pronounce it as Loch Ness or Loch Ness. Now let's have a look at the text, page 60 and 61, to answer some questions. The title of this article is Finding Nessie. Nessie is a monster claimed to be found in a lake in Scotland. Okay, let's start reading, and after reading we're going to answer some questions. Among Scotland's mountains there is an enormous lake that often looks dark and a little frightening. It is over 35 kilometers long and nearly 300 meters deep, and it contains more water than all Britain's many other lakes put together. Its name is Loch Ness. And the cold, mysterious depths of Loch Ness may contain something even more mysterious, the Loch Ness monster. There are stories of lake monsters from around the world, but the most famous by far is Nessie. The earliest report that we have goes back 1,500 years. We also know that children were often warned against playing near the water's edge because of the giant water horse. And it wasn't just imagined. Take the words of a local fisherman that the monster suddenly approached one day in 1885. He described it as the biggest thing that he had ever seen in his life. In the early 1930s, new roads were built around the lake. Suddenly, many more people could see the lake and its monster. The number of the reports increased rapidly. Most people who saw it reported a small head on a long neck and behind that one or two humps. Sometimes it was still and sometimes it moved rapidly. Then, in 1934, the first photo was published and Nessie became famous. Of course, there were suggestions that the people were really just seeing a group of birds, perhaps, or a dead tree. It was later also shown that the famous photo was a fake. However, there were other photos that seemed real. Moreover, people continued seeing things that no one could explain. The most determined researcher was Tim Dinsdale, an engineer who gave up his career to find Nessie. In 1960, he finally filmed an object which appeared to be the real thing. When this was shown on TV, there was a huge interest. This time, the world was ready to explore the lake properly. Now, let's do activity number 4, period 61. We have number of questions related to the text. You have to read the text twice in order to be able to understand and answer the questions. Question number 1. Say why children were warned against playing near the water's edge in the old days. It was dangerous. A lot of parents warned their children, don't go near the lake. Why? It's because of the giant horse in the water. Giant horse is just like a monster. Yeah. Number 2. Explain the local development in modern times that suddenly led to more reports. As new roads were built near the area, so it was easier to reach the lake. A lot of people came and visit the lake, so the number of reports were increased. Number 3. Say what some people thought that the monster really was. A lot of people didn't believe there was a monster. How they explained their ideas, they say it's just a group of birds or a dead tree. So a lot of people imagined this as a monster, but in reality it's not a monster. Number 4. Explain how we know that Tim Dinsdale was really serious about finding the monster. What do you mean by serious? Serious جدي. Okay, this engineer was serious as he gave up his career to find the monster. Give up, leave, ترك. Now let's revise the vocabulary. Let's move to period 2, page 62. Number 1. Replace with the new words from period 1. Make any changes needed. You're going to replace the crossed word by its synonym or meaning. Number 1. The number of tourists has risen from 1 to 2 million per year. Here we have the word increased. Number 2. I remember a big empty house that looked quite scary at night. Scary means frightening. Number 3. Uncle Jack tells stories about strange events that no one can explain. Just the title of our unit, strange events. Strange means mysterious, unknown. 4. There was an open green space in the middle of the trees. Here, in the middle of means among. Number 5. There are many strange kinds fly in the deepest part of the ocean. The noun from deep depth. Okay. 6. I'm not sure yet, but this jewelry seems to be real. Seems here means appear. Now let's use the vocabulary, the words from period 1 to complete the sentences according to the sense of the sentence. If you understand the meaning of the sentence, you can complete. Number 1a. There are lots of good pictures of Nessie, but I think this is the best by far until now. Number b. But some photos are fake